Hi out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the Misfit here in Mount Airy. Maybe that's what I should call Misfit in Mount Airy. I got this brand new paint pan, brand new roller, brand new everything. This is brand new too. Well, you know me, I'm cheap. It was brand new to me. Now this one here I use all the time. In fact, that is probably from painting the sawmill from time to time. Free paint. Free boards. So I've outdone myself. Look at this. You want to see something disgusting? It's got new nails in it. So I nailed it in because the nails on the top, if they get loose, won't come out. Plus there's this other platform over here I'm going to put on top of it. So I'm just painting it so it'll maybe last longer than me. Because it's going to be an outside piece. And sitting on the ground. I was thinking about putting Trex across the bottom here, but then it would be screws and nails going up that come out, and I just don't like that feature. Now I went and got me some free gloves that was thrown away from someplace. Actually, Penny, my neighbor, gave these to me years and years and years ago, and every now and then I put on that kind of stuff. When I paint, and you'll kind of notice it when I paint, I am probably the world's messiest painter. But I did get my, on other things, I got my wood moved over here, so it's away from the wood splitter there. I don't have any more racks to put wood in, and I was counting. I said, oh man, I'm getting, I need 4.5 to fill up next to the boiler up there. And I go, man, I'm getting in good shape here. And then I realized, well, there's another cord over there, so that's 5.5, and there's another cord down missing from a rack over there, which makes it 6.5. So I'm 6.5 cords down, and it was such a wet spring that I didn't get any logs out of the wood. So, you know, that's not for this year, that's for next year. Anyhow, you're gonna actually watch a real misfitting action here. I'll probably grab you and put you up top when I'm painting up top. I'm gonna start with the edge. I got my free Ace Hardware China paint can opener. Don't know when I'm in the video or not. Somehow I will manage to get paint all over me. When I paint, I should probably be put in a hazmat suit or Tyvek suit. I don't know whether paint would go through Tyvek or not. These got a little bit of oil in them. I don't know what I did with them. Probably painting waste oil or something like that. I don't know. I paint a lot of waste oil. This paint here, many years ago, I'm talking lots of years ago, maybe 25 or maybe 30 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago. They have an auction over in Howard County every spring. Uh-oh, got a little crust on there. A little crust won't hurt nothing. I stirred it up last night, but you can't put the lid on tight. Anyhow, there was a whole big pile, a whole pallet of paints that were thrown away. Whoever bid on them, or maybe it went to no sale or what, I got no idea. But I asked them if I could have it, and I got gallons and gallons of this stuff, and it's fine, and it's probably high quality paint. It might even be lead-based paint. It's a Martin Senior. You can see that. It says interior. I hope it said exterior over here. Didn't think about that, did I? Most of the labels are wore off. This is a flat black, and that's just what it's getting because that's what I got. And there's a big snot wad there. Yeah, we'll put it on. Probably shouldn't have put it there. Now I'll be stepping in it. Like I said, when I paint, I am a mess from head to toe. So I'll try not to step in that, but I probably will. Well, I might not have. I don't know. I'll probably step in it. All right, let's dump and go. Yeah, a few little lumps in there. I should have knocked off the crust there. I had no lumps in it last night, and so I'm going to. I guess we'll start with this edge. Get things going, and if it drips down onto the truck, that's probably just better. I'm not anything that falls on this truck bed will just make it last longer. So That's kind of why I'm doing it there. Put a little bit there. Move some stuff around here. I got to relocate. Of course, now you're probably not on there. Oh, there's a big booger there. Oh, it flew off. You missed that, guys. Yeah, just put a little bit there. On the edges, capillary action will make it wheel around a little bit. I don't know about putting, I was thinking about painting some other stuff. I was thinking about painting the underneath of this thing. Come around here now, I'm moving such a high rate of speed. I was thinking about painting the underneath of this, but then I decided not to. And the reason I decided not to, I can't get the paint in there. If I really slop it in there, I can get it in there. The reason I decided not to paint the underneath of this is to, if you can't think and paint at the same time, I'm such a good painter. If I paint the underneath and water absorbs into the top, it might seal it in so it can't get out. I'll leave the inside undone on that and we'll see what it'll do. And I'm going to put another coat on it anyway. You know, you just don't have enough. Here, I'll put my drip pan. This is like an oil drip pan here. Yeah, it's getting in there. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm just kind of, yeah, I should have painted all these individual. That's too much work. It's pressure treated and pressure washed. But if I get these ends a little bit better, maybe it'll hang in there. I don't know. I'll tell you what, it's a hot one out here today, but I need to pan the camera around when I get done here. I'll run the camera around up there so you can kind of see it. Real hazy. They say it's from those California, or not California, Canadian fires. And it might very well be. I got no idea. But I was just up at the greenhouse, and the fan wasn't running in the greenhouse. I said, crap. You know, a day like today, the fan's always running in the greenhouse. So I went and played with it a little bit, and it wasn't running because it wasn't that hot. I'm sitting there going, wait a second. Maybe this, all these carbon emissions coming from all the cars and the bonfires and stuff like that. Maybe that's, the more they clean up the air, the more they're making global warming. Don't know, just saying. Think about it. I think I've messed this up enough, haven't I? Yeah, I should have painted the 4x4s in there so water couldn't go down the 4x4s, but now, yeah, I told you I would have gotten wet paint on me. Probably get paint on the ladder. Now I got to put you guys up here. Can you see the haze in the air? That's coming all the way from Canada. Most of the time it only comes from California. Now, I don't know how much car emissions are, or how much they are, or how much they create. But I'd have to say that there ain't no car going to pollute over in California or over in that way and make it all the way to over here. What do you think? You can't see me. I'm trying to get up here now. I don't know how to, it might not be a pretty thing to want to watch. And I got paint all over the deck here that I'm going to track with my good bedroom slippers. All right, I made it up here. So we'll finish painting this. Now I got paint on this, I got paint on that. Yes, I am a catastrophe when it comes to painting. Don't ask me to paint anything. That's a pretty good shot. Anyhow, curious what your inputs are onto global warming. You know, as they're clearing the carbons out of the atmosphere, okay, then there's no barrier and the sun can get straight through. Now I'm not saying that we aren't polluting too much, but maybe it's the more they clean up the air, the more global warming exists. Just kind of saying something, guys. I'm certainly far from the scientist that's going to tell you the right answer, but I think it's kind of interesting or sad. I don't know which. Tell me what your thoughts are. And if that fire in Canada, or multi-fires, if that's creating enough smog to come off of here, then the little bit of emissions that cars give off, or a lot of emissions that cars give off, are nowhere near as important. Seems to me they should, all the countries, when there's a big fire like that, whether it's here or Canada or anywhere, maybe all the countries that are concerned with, pollution and stuff like that ought to send help and manpower over to put these big wildfires out. But then maybe they need the big wildfires to clean out the forest. I don't know. Kind of darn if you are and darn if you're not situations, I think. Oh, what a mess I am. I am certified mess here, guys. Oh, there's a little piece of something. Now, that piece over there is going to go on top of this. So this is just kind of like wasting my time, maybe? I don't know. I got the paint and want to clear up the space. This is paint that I don't want to use on anything. That's why it's so old. It's a flat, dries flat. So I didn't want to put it on any machinery. Uh-oh, I'm leaning on this thing too hard. I can't reach over there without a little bit of lean. Might have to think up of another plan. Yeah, as this dries, I'm going to then put that plywood on top of it and give it another coat. So this has got to dry enough that it won't become like glue. I don't think I want it to become glue. I don't know what I wanted to do. I just paint it because it seems like you should paint it. I'll paint the underneath a little bit. I ain't get carried away on that. Try to get it in this crack here. So this might be the first time you've actually come by and see paint dry here. Uh-oh. The roller pan is getting low. I gotta stand up and get over here. This ought to be good for what I want it to do. I'll put this over here on the plywood. Got to add a little bit. A lot of projects going on here, guys. Got to do them though. Sawmilling's fun, and I like to do it. I don't have any logs right now. Somebody called me up and wanted to sell me some logs, but I can't. If I don't have somebody that wants them, then you got to sticker them and stack them, and you got them all over the place in the way. And I just didn't feel like that. They add up quick. That's what's biggest problem. One of the big problems with this mill here. Next thing I'm going to work on is the sawdust drag. So I know I haven't been taking you guys along for a lot of stuff. What do you think? You think that's ugly enough? We'll put a little bit more down the outside edges because that outside grain is just soaking this stuff up. I think I poured too much in my pan, which I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Woo! I got some slop here, guys. Yeah, that's. Whoop. Okay, see that stuff flying off? Those are those those are those clumps. I should fill in nail holes with them, shouldn't I? Yeah, the ends here, the end grains really just absorb the crap out of that. Even the top. That's good. Let me go get it messed someplace else now. Yeah, put the tripod in it. Where are we at? We're at 15. I'll play around with this a little bit. Oh, I almost fell off. I'll play around with this a little bit and knock you guys out. I want to get the edge where capillary action would pull it in. And that's just enough of the edge that I need to get. Don't know how good it is. This is the top anyway. Like I said, I didn't want to completely seal it off. I mean, I'm going to paint the whole top here, but as far as sealing it off underneath, kind of want it to just kind of stay where it's at. So if water does get in it, it won't seal it in. Because water's going to get in there. Got to try to make some kind of a cover for it. You know, it would be better. And where the engine was sitting over there, I'm gonna do. Paint probably won't stick to it. Oil base, it might. I don't know. Whoop, whoop. And as hot as it is out here, I like to think this is going to dry in a short period of time, and the humidity is fairly low, which I think it has more to do with drying than anything. That's sealing the end of this plywood pretty good. I don't know what ply. This is the plywood that came with the generator. I'm gonna come over here and do a little bit here, do a little bit here, do a little bit underneath here. I don't have too much on me for me. That I'm below my standard. I guess you've been here this long watching paint dry. I guess this isn't taking too long. Now it's just a matter of wrapping it up. I thought I had too much paint in there. Maybe I don't have enough. Like I said, I'm gonna put another coat on it once I get this thing on the frame over there. I'm not gonna bring you guys by for that suffering. But that, it's a little dry down here. I can see it. That's why if you get two coats on there, you should probably zigzag and all that kind of stuff. I am not a painter. Can you tell? If you can't tell, nobody will tell. I just got a little area done. What are we at time-wise? We're at 19. Yeah, I think I can finish this up in a couple minutes. Keep you by and I haven't figured out how to keep my roller. There's a doodad. It went. Haven't figured out how to keep my roller. I was thinking about putting it in the freezer so I don't have to clean it. Leaving it. I might leave it just down in the thing of paint. The pan itself can just sit out and dry. I don't really care. I've painted so much stuff with this roller, paint roller, and they were. When they painted the schools, they would never wash their rollers out. They would just throw them out. And that wasn't school board people. That was contractors. I remember one time they threw out I forget what they were painting, but I brought home 6 pans, and I just cleaned them out while I was at the school. I just went into the great big sink area and washed them out right then, and I brought home a bunch of brushes and 6 handles. They just, I guess they put it in the bill, and it just gets added in. Pretty sad, but they do waste some money in the school board. All right, let me see if I can cheat this system. No, it ain't gonna cheat in there. Crap. Airtight plastic bag. That's what I'm gonna go look for now. So I'm not gonna make you suffer through that. I don't have, well, you can see if I hadn't had mittens on, I'd be a mess. Don't have any on my shoes. Don't have too much. There, I got on my foot down there. Wonder how they, oh man, I missed a spot right there too. Uh-oh, this might be a crucial mistake here. Because that's more what I wanted to seal than anything. I don't know if this is marine plywood or not. But here it can sit and dry. And tomorrow, or maybe later today, I don't know, weather permitting, I will mount that onto this. A couple people asked why didn't I just use the frame that it was on back there. Number one, I needed see underneath the joists were wider, so I needed some of those. And the job of taking that apart, actually, after I put the camera off, I came up with a plan. You know, you're always changing, and what I ended up doing, and they came out fairly quick, was I was taking my hatchet. There was only 2 nails in each one, driving the hatchet in that way, then pulling out and put a wood splitter wedge in there and popping those out. Did the same thing on the other side. The boards were bowed up, and then when I put the tool in the center, they just popped out. And there's only a few nails I had to cut off, or I mean take out, because I only used a 4-foot section, and that was wider than 4 foot. I got some pretty nasty stripes down there. I think I'll spread it out a little bit better. I think it'll be the cat's meow. And one of the reasons I'm doing this, because I used to have a setup like this, where the compressor and the generator were kind of together. And it was real handy because I always have flat tires. I could fix the flat tires, probably be easier than doing this, but a lot of the tires are just so dry rotted, they ain't fixing. Anyway, now you are legit at my channel watching paint dry. I'm glad you stopped by to see what was going on. Don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll tell you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go work on the sawmill here, or look at something. I'm looking at, I can't see what's in the camera. I can't see where I'm pointing. Somewhere around there is where the can't think what I'm thinking of. Sawdust drag hooks on. But see, the problem is, I don't know if there's 2 problems. I got to part out the 6-foot deck on the back of the thing, so the chain won't ride the way it needs. It's got to go down and way out. Number 1. Number 2, there's a top saw going on there. It might get in the way. And number 3, the hole down below isn't very deep. So I got 3 things that I'm kind of battling there. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out something. That's what I think I'll play with that a little bit today. So, you want to watch me get off of here, don't you? You think I'm going to jump. I think that's got me. You climb down up here and it's not too bad. Sometimes I have a ladder. You got to hold on tight though, I'll tell you that. Step on that hydraulic cylinder, step on that there, step on that. The old man got down, didn't he? Anyway, this thing's got some holes in it. I guess I keep jabbering on. See those two holes down there, that's where the sawdust drag's got to go. Now you might be looking at the wrong holes. These holes up here are where the top saw goes. There's 4 holes. There should be 4 holes under here. Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those go to, I think I've showed you before. It's way down there. It's way over there. Anyhow, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come back if you want to see some more crazy stuff going on. Glad you stopped by. Bye-bye now.